Alright, welcome back everyone. Let's get straight into it. Some 3-minute blitz. I'm at 1960, so I'm really close to that 2000. Getting there. Alright, so we have the white pieces. Let's play e4. Alright, we're gonna see a fianchetto on the king side. Let's just do normal development. With this move, I think usually c3 is okay. Uh, c3 is good here, and then I can develop my bishop and get my knight out this way. I want to develop this bishop and castle as soon as possible as well, but we can play bishop f4 first. And let's just keep developing fairly normal. I blundered that pawn, but that's okay. I think it's fine. We can castle here and try and get some tempo going. Um, hmm. Let's play bishop back here, and if he pushes pawn, we can sit our bishop here and try and win back the pawn that we just lost. Okay, rook here I think is decent. If he moves this knight away, we can take and he doubles his pawns. And I think we play knight here, and we have 3 pieces on that knight right now. So taking looks good, because after takes, and then rook takes, we'll recapture the pawn. If he takes like this, we just take with bishop anyway. And this pawn is looking not too easy to defend as well, which is pretty good. Let's play knight into here and try and maybe trade off some of these minor pieces. We can play bishop takes, see if he wants to trade off that as well. And then perhaps, let's play, let's play pawn takes, because the main idea is to take, attack here. And so now we can take and then just, maybe we can go king here. He might be able to get rook d2, but he didn't play it, so now we can play king e2. And this is looking like an okay position. It's not too easy, but we might end up playing rook d4 and challenge the open file. Let's do that. And if he takes, then what happens is our king can just start coming over. And this is looking like a quite nice position. I think we can play f4 and recapture like this. And if he closes off the position, we just start bringing our king over. And yeah, so here I think we can afford to make this move. And what it does is after takes, we take here and we just start cleaning up all these pawns. Here I play this, make sure everything is defended in this nice line, and I just start cleaning up these pawns. Take here. And now I think I can make this move, which is quite nice. And the idea is if he took, we push, but now I should be able to queen before he does. And cover this. Let's just play queen here. And then queen here, and I'm picking up this pawn no matter what. And that should be a GG. I think if he... Yeah, so after even king here, I think I could do this. Or perhaps not, because after takes, king, pawn push, king back, pawn push, king back, he covers that, he covers e8 in time. But, yeah, that was a nice first game. Let's get straight into another one. With the white pieces again, let's just do e4 again. Alright, it looks like it's a fianchetto on the other side. Wow. I don't know what people's obsession with fianchettoing bishops early are, but who knows? Maybe it's okay. I think I'm gonna take this pawn actually, because if he takes with bishop, it's quite nice. And if he doesn't, I guess I can just develop, and he's probably gonna take with knight, and I think I wanted to fall back here. And I don't want to allow him to get a really good center, but if we take like this, yes, I have doubled pawns, but I also have a fairly strong pawn in the center. At the moment, I'm just going to develop my pieces. I have a bishop on g3 eyeing down on the queen side, which is quite nice. Castling is probably going to happen. Okay, I don't see really the point of that move, but I guess it's alright for him. Let's see. Rook e1 seems pretty decent, just beginning to eye down on semi-open files. Let's see. Do I want to trade this? I don't think I do. I think I might just play knight e5. And if he chooses to kick away, it's probably bad. And if he doesn't, then I just get this really strong bishop in the center, which will probably be kicked away now that I think about it, but I can just drop back to g3, and I have the bishop pair now, which is a slight advantage. I might just drop my bishop back to d4, d3 rather. And is bishop here winning? It seems to be winning, because he has to take, otherwise he's... Actually, his knight covers that, which is lucky for him. He's obviously threatening mate, but this move seems quite nice either way. And let's see. Perhaps I can try and trap his queens somehow. Not quite sure how I'm going to do it. Perhaps I just take here and then play queen here or something like that. Yeah, let's take here and then play queen here. Attack the knight and centralize my queen a little bit. Bishop here could be played. Rook here could also be played. Let's see. I guess we can play rook here. Try and see where the queen goes. If the queen drops back, it's okay for us. We can double up rooks. If it's kicked away, we always win this. And despite the double pawns, other than that, our position is looking quite nice. Let's see. Might want to play queen here. Keep an eye on this pawn a second time, so that way, or a third time rather, because if pawn push, we just take and it's all good. If this pawn push, I thought we had queen into here. And after queen into here, it's looking okay. Perhaps I should have gone queen here so we can get bishop h4 in, but that's likely not going to happen. Let's see. I'm losing a lot of time. Let's just sacrifice. Why not? Why not go for a crazy sack? My opponent left the game? Okay, he returned. Queen back here. I want to probably get some moves like this in. Queen back all the way now. Keeping an eye on this pawn. Bishop here. King here. Don't really know what's the plan now. Let's play rook here. Take. Take. And we lost some time. That's unfortunate. I've been playing too much 3+2, thinking that I can easily return with low time to like 15 seconds or 20 seconds or something like that. Anyway, we can go again with another one. Try and win this one. We're back at 1960, so haven't really moved, but it's okay. Let's play the opening called the Groomfield, which is a nice opening. Except he's gone for this, which is kind of transposes into a similar idea about the Groomfield. After takes, usually takes happens, and pawn push takes, and eventually this knight gets here, but he's playing somewhat unusual, somewhat different, rather. And I think we can just start turning it into some sort of Slav ideas. Let's see. I could try and kick this away, but I don't know if that's good for me. If I kick this away, if he takes, I'm going to probably recapture with pawn. If he doesn't, I can push this. And then maybe I want to play knight into here and pick up the bishop. Let's do that. And okay, so he took this knight, which is actually very bad for him, I think, because that knight was the least active. I guess he can play this and attack my knight with his queen. Um, let's see, what's the best way to play this? I could take and double his pawns, but that's getting rid of my strong bishop. I think I'm just going to drop my knight back and then maybe begin to plan on moving it to e4. Um, hmm. We can't play bishop here because the knight covers it, which is unfortunate. I guess we can play something like queen here and threaten to play c5. This is a very tough position to play. But let's play c5. So if he takes, sorry, takes, and then we can take there. Okay, this happens, which is unfortunate. But I think we can take here first, and we need to be careful of this discovery now. But he's probably going to recapture like this. And if he doesn't, he's attacking my queen in two different ways. I probably want to just take this knight. I'm trying to think if he has any tricks. No, I don't see any tricks. This is just seems like a free knight to me. He can play knight into here, but it does pretty much nothing. And now I can win this pawn as well. It should be okay. Now knight into here, we just can drop back, maybe. If knight back, or even take this pawn and be even more greedy. Yeah, okay, so he took here, which is slightly unusual because I can just take this pawn, and if he takes my bishop, I'm happy with that. I'll just take back. Ah, did I just misplay? No, I did not, because I have knight takes and my bishop covers my queen. What a sequence. Very, very nice. So now I'm up 2 minor pieces, which is very, very interesting. Here do I have any tricks? Not quite. Maybe I can play rook here first and then go for some tricks. Because rook cannot recapture because I play rook check, taking the rook. So bishop takes here, king can't take because rook covers. If rook takes, I win his rook. That's quite nice. Another trick to win material. If he plays king here, I just take. And it looks pretty crushing. I just need to play fast. Let's play knight here. You can never move this rook away because, I mean, unless with check, because I have mating ideas. And if he ever pushes pawn to try and stop. Okay, let's play knight into here and maybe bishop back somewhere. Just the speed is needed. Okay, let's go this. Threatening to take here now. And it's not easy to stop actually now that I think about it. And that's checkmate. Easy. Very nice stuff. That was a really interesting play here where I took this pawn being quite greedy. I didn't even realize that bishop check winning the queen was a very basic tactic and I missed that. But then to return with another, I guess you could call it tactic, we have knight takes h6 covering the queen with the bishop and tricking him, I guess, into playing bishop h7. And then after takes, this is just completely winning. We're up a bunch of material. And yeah, so that's a few games, pretty good. So we got to 1966, pretty fun games. And yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.